The roulette session that you're about to watch uses the area key calculator from roulettecalculators.com. So here's a quick tutorial on how the area key works to give you a much better understanding of what's going on during this gameplay session. If you are familiar with the area key, you can skip forward to the gameplay by clicking on the chapters in the description. Simply put, the area key is looking at how often the ball goes back to the area that it's just spun from. As you can see on the graph in the left, the numbers tracking are highlighted in green. The lighter shade of green on number 5 was the previous result. You will hear us frequently referring to a depth, and this is what that means. If the ball lands on any of the unhighlighted numbers, the depth count increases by 1. It's only when the ball lands on the highlighted number that the depth returns to 0, and that result gets logged into the graphs below. The first setting that you come across is the amount of numbers to track. Currently it's set to 9, so if the previous number was number 20, this would look at number 20, 4 numbers to the left of that number, and 4 numbers to the right of that number, totaling 9 numbers. If say we set the amount of numbers to track to 3, it would look at number 20, 1 to the left and 1 to the right, which should just be tracking number 1, 20 and 14. The next setting that you come across simply controls when the table highlights. Currently it's set to 0. This means that the table will highlight on every single spin. If you set it to 2, this means it will wait until the table goes to a depth of 2 before highlighting. This is useful when you find a dealer with a particular pattern. The third setting, only bet X number into a depth, is for the people that like to use a progressive betting system. It simply acts as a stop loss, so if you only want to make 4 bets into a progression, you would set that to 4. This field allows you to input what you would like your starting bet per number to be, and again is only really there for people that are running a progressive betting system. It automatically calculates what your next bet should be based on the numbers that you're tracking to always keep you in profit. The most important thing when using the area key is understanding what the graph tells you. It directly reflects whether or not a dealer is being consistent and you should play with them, or inconsistent where you should leave the table and find a new dealer. The depth count simply shows you the results and what depth those results have gone to. In this case, there are 2 results being recorded. One went to a depth of 3, meaning it missed the highlighted section 3 times in a row before landing on it. The second result says 0 depth, which means it went straight to the highlighted section. The depth of wins graph shows you what the dealer is doing in real time. As you can see in this example, the last 4 results mean that the ball went to the highlighted section each time. If you look at the 4th result, that means it missed the highlighted section twice before landing on the highlighted section. This is important to identify patterns with a dealer. The best way to fully understand how the area key works and to understand when a dealer's been consistent and when they change is to watch live gameplay. So we recommend watching this video all the way through so you can fully grasp how the area key works and how you can identify dealer patterns and when they change. What's up people, I've just watched the session and recorded the session that you're about to watch now. I thought I'd just do this quick video letting you know that halfway through, or maybe 3/4 of the way through this video, there is some major manipulation going on. Very scamming from the casino. Now, as I always mention, I watch the sessions that the members send me in real time so that it's organic and I can share my opinions. I don't watch them through. So I've added this in, I'm recording this after I watched the session, just to let you know that about 3/4 of the way through, there's some major manipulation going on, and I really want you to watch it and let me know your thoughts on that. Just
Let me know if you think I'm being delusional or if the casino is very, very scamming and has control of that ball. So I will include the chapters in the description as well. I'll just put like scamming session or something like that in the description. Anyway, take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, how's it going, people? We are back with another session from Sam D, where he uses the area key from roulettecalculators.com to try and beat roulette. So we're going to get straight on with this. It's a fairly longer session this time. So you can see his balance there is £113. This is continuing from a few days ago. I think it was yesterday, the video that we posted. So he's going to carry on. It's slightly longer. It's 45 minutes. So I might have to skip through a few bits when he's logging dealers and so on. But let's just see how he goes. It might just be generally a longer session. So that's gone to 28. I think he's actually going to be betting on the unhighlighted section, looking at the graph there. So as you can see here, we've got a depth of 5, which means it missed the highlighted section 5 times in a row there before landing on it. Then it went straight back to the highlighted section. Then it missed it 3 times and then missed it 3 times again. So yeah, looking at that, it looks like the highlighted section is the way forward, but we have been mistaken before. So let's just see how this session pans out for good old Sam. Wants to see it land opposite side of 0. That looks pretty damn good. Number 16. So yeah, he got the win there. That's taken his balance up to £130 so far. Now, I believe this is the session where Sam actually messaged me saying that he played quite erratically. So it'll be interesting to watch it and see what happens. Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon, and drop your comments below. We love to hear from you. Also, if you're not a member of Roulette Calculators, you can always click on the link in the description or the pinned comment below. So let's see what happens here. Is it going to go to the unhighlighted? It looks like it's going to the highlighted this time. It went to number 20, which is just up there, if you can see. So that was a bit of a miss there for Sam. It's currently on Prestige Roulette. So let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, you can see that it is hitting blocks. So I can see why he's sticking to the unhighlighted section. As we know, they can change that. All of a sudden it can change, and you just have to change with it. So Sam was about £113. So I'm guessing he's probably going to try and take that to 200. Okay, that's gone to number 11, so he only just got that one. That's given him the win. Now currently at a depth of 1. So it looks like he's going to sit this one out. So yeah, last time it only went to a depth of 1. He has had quite a few times where it's gone to a depth of 3, but the last time he bet, he got to a depth of 1, then he carried on the unhighlighted, and it was the highlighted. So let's see what happens now. See if it goes to that unhighlighted or to the highlighted. So yeah, he did very clever there to not play, because it did actually go back to the highlighted section that time. So for me watching this personally, I'd be a bit worried playing, because obviously she had quite a lot of depths of 3, as you can see there. Depth of 5, depth of 3, depth of 3. Now she's just up to a depth of 1 on both times. So yeah, I would keep my eye on that. Maybe do what Sam's doing, just betting every time it gets to a depth of 0, because as you can see, there's only one case where the depth of 0 went back to itself, meaning it went from the highlighted section back to the highlighted section. Seems to have only done that once, but that can change. So he wants to see it land on the 0 side. couldn't get more zero side than that on number 0. So yeah, that's good. Good win there. That's taken it to a depth of 1 again. So I guess he's going to sit out on this one and wait for that to go back to a depth of 0. Probably going to land around the highlighted section now. No, it has actually gone to the opposite side, so it's gone to a depth of 2 this time. So I wonder what Sam's going to do in this case. He might be like, okay, every time it's gone higher than a depth of 2, it has gone to a depth of 3, so I think that's what he's looking at. So if you look at the graph, he's showing you the top graph, but I always prefer looking at the depth of wins, so you can see every time it's gone past a depth of 2, past a depth of 1, it's gone to a depth of 3, and a depth of 5, so Sam doesn't think it's going to come in on a depth of 2, so we'll just see what happens, because you can see there on the graph above, it says depth of 2, 0, meaning that it's never gone to a depth of 2, so it doesn't mean it won't, but he's just looking at the all the patterns there. And again, remember, these are just tools. It's just showing you what's happening with the dealer's history. So it was right. It went to a depth of 3, so he got the win there. He's up at 162 now. Now he's saying it's gone to a depth of 3 twice. So I think he's going to sit out on this one because he thinks it will probably go back to that highlighted section. However, there is a instance before where it went to a depth of 5. So he's doing the right thing by not betting now, because it's could be anything can happen here. Yeah, so that's gone back to number 17. So that's depth of 3 that has come out now. So it's completed that series. So Sam's fancying his luck on the unhighlighted section again, and I don't blame him. Obviously, we've had the depth there of 1, which is actually the 0, because that's the first case. Then it went to a depth of 5, and then just above that, you can see it's gone to a depth of 0. So out of all of those, it's had 2 instances where it's just landed from highlighted back to the highlighted, which was on the 7th and the 5th win count there. So yeah, betting on the unhighlighted section, betting on the unhighlighted section after the depth has gone to 0 is what I would be doing. Obviously, you can see depth of 0 there, so it's only ever gone from 0 or highlighted to the highlighted twice out of all of those results. But again, it doesn't mean that it's going to live on that pattern. As you can see here, it kind of carried on rounds, gone to number 27, which is definitely in that highlighted section. So that's the 3rd instance it's done that, from the highlighted back to the highlighted. Sam's just looking at that as an unlucky one, as you can see there. We've got the new addition now, the 0 there. So he's going straight back on the unhighlighted, thinking that was a bit unlucky. But of course, you've always got to analyze it as well, because the dealers can just suddenly change. I think mainly the speed of the wheel, but also we've seen they change the speed of the ball as well. But just little things like that can affect the outcome. What we are looking for is the patterns, like the majority of where it's landing. So that's gone to 26. So again, that has gone to the highlighted. So it looks like the dealer's kind of changed it up a little bit now. Oh no, sorry, that was the unhighlighted there, so he just got that. Yeah, so that's put him back to 160. So, yeah, interesting. It's quite close to the edge there. But of course, now it's on a depth of 1. He's kind of sitting out, just seeing what happens if it goes back to that highlighted section. I'm guessing something goes wrong because he's on £160 now. I'm pretty sure he just wants to take it to 200. That's typically what he does when he's got the lower balance, double the money. And yeah, there's still 37 minutes left of the video, so Ivory is going to take it a bit further, try and win more, or something goes wrong, because he's very close to hitting that target, just a couple of wins. Right, so it looks like he's putting a bet on the unhighlighted now. Yeah, because it's on a depth of 2. You've got to be careful with that. She does seem to be favouring the unhighlighted section a lot more, so hopefully it'll work out for him. Yeah, the spin's a bit horrible there, but that was unlucky for him. But yeah, you can see it kind of landed and then rolled pretty much halfway around the board, and then some. So yeah, he's doing getting a bit unlucky with that, doing the flat betting. He's on the unhighlighted, wants to see it land quite a bit before 0. Oh, see again, it's just done exactly the same. Kind of lands in the right spot, but then just carries on. So I definitely think this dealer's changed it up a little bit, because it's just not landing the way it was. And if you look at the graph there, we're just having nice big blocks there of you know, blocks of higher depths, and now you can see it's like a 0, then a 2, then a 0. So she is throwing them out a lot more. Obviously when it shows a 0, that means it's gone highlighted to the highlighted section. So yeah, I don't know what I'd be doing here. I'll probably definitely watch it for another 4 or 5 spins just to get a grasp on what she's doing, or leave the table. Yeah, so that's gone to the unhighlighted. Yeah, I just don't like the way the ball's landing at the moment. There's no bets on at the moment. Looks like he's waiting for that to go to depth of 0 again, or a depth of 2. He likes to bet when it goes on a depth of 2. So that's gone to 29, so that's put it on a depth of 2. So yeah, he's going for the unhighlighted again, thinking it's going to go to a depth of 3. See what happens. Yeah, I mean the graph, it's okay, but there's a couple of those double highlighted that have come out in between, which I don't like seeing. Now went to number 4, so he's got the win there. Let's put him back to 139. So he is climbing up, but then he's had a couple of those bad spins there, which kind of just drops you down a bit. As I said, it doesn't really matter as long as you're kind of making a profit each time and you're steadily climbing up. Then, you know, as long as you get more wins than losses when you're doing the flat betting, you'll be fine. But sometimes it can just take a bit longer. So he's bet on the highlighted section this time. That was a bit unlucky. There's a dealer change, so that's good because I didn't really like this dealer that much. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip forward a little bit. I don't know if Sam shows the graph again. Yeah, he does there. So you can see there 0, 5, 0, then 3, 3, 1, 1, 3. That was looking pretty good there. And then it went 0, 2, 0. Yeah, so just have a look. I know he's going to log the table again, so what I'm going to do is just skip forward a little bit. So you can see it's on the depth of 0. Okay, so he's going straight in for a bet here. So it looks like it's 0, 0. So it's gone highlighted, highlighted, highlighted by the looks of it. So I think he's going straight on that highlighted area. Yeah, because it's showing the depth of 1 there, which is once, which it isn't. That's actually the first entry. So it's currently 3 times it's gone to the highlighted. So he's just jumped straight on it. Back to get a bit more data, but fortunately didn't work out for him on this time, which is a bit unlucky. Now it's on a depth of 1. Looks like he's just going straight for it, so yeah, see what happens here. So she's hit the highlighted section 3 times out of 4. So you can see why he's going for it. It's just I prefer to collect a little bit more data. And then you got to strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. Looks like he's doing a bit of a progression. So that came in number 7, so he just got that one. Let's put him to 135. So 0, 0, 1. Yeah, it's one of them ones where it's hitting right on the edge as well, which I don't like. I like it. If you're betting on the highlighted, I like seeing it kind of land from between 9 and 3, that sort of central area for the most of the spins, you know. Let's see what happens here. He didn't put a bet on this time, so perhaps he realised he kind of jumped in a bit fast there. But yeah, absolutely, that's good. That's 12 right in the middle of that section. So yeah, Sam's probably going to bet now because that was looking good. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to watch it again. Yeah, it's a good thing he did. That went to number 5, which is the unhighlighted section. Just looking at the graph, it's 0, 0, 1, 0, and now we're on 1. So it looks like he's waiting for it to go to a depth of 1 before he bets on the highlighted. Okay, that was number 6. So yeah, he just got that, and as I said, it's right on the edge, which I don't like seeing, but he got the win. I prefer it to be right in the middle. It was on the other spin, so can't gauge it, but yeah. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Probably going to go straight back on the highlighted. Not sure. I think he's playing it a bit more cautious because played before, he had a bit of bad luck there with that last dealer. Okay, 24. Yeah, so again, right on the edge there. If you can see, it's just up there, which yeah, it's a bit of a hit and hope one, this dealer. It looks like he's sticking to that pattern though. As soon as it goes through a depth of 1, covering that highlighted section. It's close out, went to number 30, so yeah, you got the win there. Going up to 169. So yeah, that graph 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. So it's quite an even board. Definitely a table for the progression. But if you can do it with flat betting, it is obviously better. When I see lots of 0s and 1s, for me that's an indication for progressive betting, because you know you can afford to have a miss and then double up, have a miss and then double up, and if you get a big string of 0s and 1s, then you can get to your target pretty quickly. It's gone to 32, so that's put him on a depth of 1 again. So looks like he's going for it on the highlighted. Yeah, I don't think this dealer is going to be plain sailing for Sam either. He's still got about 24 minutes of gameplay. He really wants to see it land around that 0 mark. Kind of landed there, but just rolled on a bit. So it went to number 23, opposite side there. So a bit unlucky there. So that means it's gone to a depth of 2, which is the first time it's done that. Yeah, so currently on a depth of 2. He didn't fancy betting on the highlighted this time. I think he's just going to watch it just in case she's changed it up a bit. And it looks like she has. She's now on a depth of 3. So this is important to take in. When you see a pattern like that, do what Sam just did. Don't carry on betting, because if you do, you can get in trouble. So it's just a case of analysing the table again. I mean, you saw those results, past 7 results. Oh, he's typing something. She has changed, yeah. She's changed the spin. You see that? It's just, I mean, look at that there. So we've got 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. Very consistent, okay, over the last 5 results. And now all of a sudden she's on a depth of 3. It's gone to 13. So now a depth of 4. So yeah, make sure you keep that in mind. Dealer can just instantly change like that. Looks like Sam's going for it. He's switched it up, and she's betting on the unhighlighted section now. It's usually always the way that you change it when they change, and then they change it back. But let's see what happens. Let's see it land around 0 or just after. Okay, that looks good. He's just got that one. So yeah, currently on a depth of 5 now, so you can see how this dealer has just changed it. It's a little bit close to my liking there. It's a few numbers away. But yeah, it's definitely see that she's changed her spin. It's just whether or not she changes it back. So yeah, around 0 or after. That wheel looks like it's definitely spinning faster there. Okay, went to a number 11, so again he just got that. Another win there, depth of 6 now. Was that £184? This game wants to see it around 0 or just after. Well, that looked like it had a bit too much beans on it there. That went to number 23, so that's brought that out there, but that's gone to a depth of 6, which is crazy high. Now I wonder if he's going to sit out and watch it for a bit, because that's a massive shift. 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 6. You know, crazy shift. So I'll be inclined to sit out for a couple more spins and just see what happens. And it looks like Sam's doing exactly that. Yeah, because when you see a dealer change that, like, in such a drastic way, you've got to be careful, because they can just keep doing that. And if they do, you can be in trouble. So that's gone to 20. So again, that's gone to the highlighted, but again, right on the edge there. It's only 2 numbers away from the unhighlighted section. So yeah, it's gone unhighlighted 6 times in a row, and now highlighted twice in a row. So I think this dealer would actually be really good with a dealer tracker, because she does seem to be hitting the same sort of areas, usually right on the edge, you know, around here if she's going for the highlighted, or right on the edge of the area key. So the dealer tracker could be a good one with this particular dealer. So that's gone to 30, and see what I mean? It's right on the edge again. So it could be either or, if you know what I mean. It could be highlighted or unhighlighted, and I don't like that with dealers. I like to find one that's hitting right in the middle, that's sort of deep within the area that you're betting on. But this dealer does tend to hit right on the edge. Which, you know, it can throw your game. If you're betting on the highlighted, it can land two away from it and give you the loss. Okay, that was a bit of a crazy one. Again, fairly close to the edge, 24, but that means she's hit that highlighted section a bunch of times in a row now. So Sam's giving it a try. He's putting it on the highlighted. And it landed on the highlighter, but got shot out. Maybe you've seen that. I'm actually going to go back just a second so you can watch that. That was horrible. See it? Landed in number 10, right in that highlighter, then wallop. That, to me, looks really suspicious. Let's watch that again. In 10, stops, and then just gets flung out. Nah, that's bullshit. Sorry. You have to agree with me if you watch that. I'm just going to go back again, because that's crazy, that is. I don't know if Sam noticed that, but it landed perfectly in that highlighted area. Perfectly in it. Even bounced back, and then just, nah. Absolute bullshit, that is. Absolute bullshit. Oh, into 25. So, yeah, I mean, I'd jump off this table. I really don't like that. That's absolute bullshit. Yeah, just got to be so careful with these online casinos. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that just looked crazy manipulated then. Crazy manipulated. Looks like he's gone for the highlighted. Again, I mean, come on. Just watch that again. And that landed, looked like it landed on 0 and then just got flung. Yeah, that's not right either. What a crazy session. Watch it here. Lands on 0. There's someone on there doing some big bets. Someone on there doing some massive bets. And they are just manipulating that wheel to hell. That's bullshit. I wouldn't be playing. I honestly would not be playing on this this table right now. Yeah, I would have jumped off. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, that's 2 really ridiculously manipulated spins back to back, you know. And again, that is. I mean, either I'm going delusional, but watch that again. It just kind of lands. Not as bad as the last few, but watch it. It just lands and then goes, nah. 12 and then just shot around. 24. Jump out the table, Sam. Could not. Yeah, that is mental. I see, he's going kind of all in on this one. Yeah, it's crazy manipulated. Like, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Like, am I wrong thinking that, or on to 27? So just got that one. Really lucky on that, but that's three spins that just look ridiculously manipulated. I don't even think Sam's noticed. You know, of course, when you're putting your bets on, you're like, oh, I've lost, but yeah, really don't like that. So it looks like he's going on the highlighted again. Yeah, it looks like it's gone back to normal now, number 6, so that was a good spin. But those 3 were crazy. So it's gone to the unhighlighted. Again, that looked like a fair spin. Those ones before, really skeptical about that. When you're looking at the table, it went 6, 0, 0, 0, then 2, and then 0, 0. So He's back on the highlighted section again. See it land 0 or after. That's gone to number 6, so that's not a good one. So she's currently on a depth of 2 again. So he's switching it up to the unhighlighted section again. Yeah, I really don't like this table. Really, really don't. That was really scamming if ever I've seen table, manipulation of the ball there. Okay, that looks good for him. Number 9, that's right in the middle there. So it looks like she's kind of changed it back to the unhighlighted section. The ball seems to be landing a lot fairer now. So maybe there was a guy just putting big bets on. The casino's wiped him out and he's left the table, so they've kind of returned it to slightly more fair. But there's definitely something going on. I'll put a link in there to the chapters so you can have a look. So that's gone to number 36, so that's unhighlighted again. That's given him a win. So he's at £187.40 now. He's currently on a depth of 4. That's gone to 13, so that's back in the highlighted section now. So, I mean, the dealer is showing some levels of consistency, but she's chopping and changing it a lot, and also that wheel manipulation is just way too obvious. So he got it there, number 2. So that's on the highlighted section. Back up to 185. So he's having a little bit of trouble closing it. He's trying to get to £200, I'm guessing. But I would have left this table a long time ago when that ball started going crazy manipulated. This is why I can't wait until real casinos open, because I'm finding a lot of these online casinos are very scamming. But, I make a good chunk of money off of them when I do play. It's just, if I see it behaving like it has been, I would have to leave the table. That's what a lot of people say is, of course the online casinos are scamming. You just have to hope that you're betting on the areas that the big boys aren't. Okay, so that's 21, so just got that one. Back up to 183, so he seems to be hitting, then missing, hitting, then missing. Yeah, it's been a very, very tough session for Sam. Yeah, really tough session. It's gone on 0, so again that's the highlighted. So yeah, depth of 2 come out. Yeah, I mean, look at the table now. You see all of the zeros and then high depth, zeros, then high depth. This is really inconsistent. So yeah, I'm sure Sam just wants to close out, get his profit, and then leave. But realistically, he should have left this table a long time ago. It's yeah, it's not been very consistent. So he's just going to have to be lucky to hit those wins and get sort of 2 or 3 wins in a row to finish. He was betting on the highlighted. Again, that just landed lovely in the highlighted, but then just got rolled on a bit too far. So he's going unhighlighted. He's martingale up, so he's doing a £2 per number. He is really inconsistent now. I don't know why he's still playing, especially after the ball manipulation there. Maybe he didn't notice, and hopefully when he watches this he'll be like, oh wow, you know, why didn't I see that and why didn't I run away? Because he didn't comment on it. So that's unhighlighted. So he's got that one, number 35. Getting back up to 179. Currently on a depth of 2 again. Now last time it went to depth of 2, it went to the highlighted. But Sam's going for the unhighlighted again just to see if it carries on. It's gone straight to the highlighted again. So yeah, I mean, it did what it did last time. Went to a depth of 2 and then went to the highlighted. So you can see that depth of 2, depth of 2. Very, very inconsistent. Like the graph is. So it looks like he's doing a martingale again. I think he's had enough of this table. I mean, it's pissing me off just watching it, how inconsistent it is, and I do get annoyed with casinos when they use any sort of ball manipulation because the odds are in their favour with maths. They don't need to scam people anymore. I went to number 9, so he's got that win there. Luckily on the martingale, let's put him to 194. So I would leave it right now because. Horrible table. We've gone to a depth of 1. He's predicting it's going to go to a depth of 2 like it has done the past 2 times. It's gone to a depth of 1 and it's come out now, 22. So it's playing with fire on this table. Which does seem to be favouring the unhighlighted a little bit more than the highlighted at the moment, but yeah, really this is he's just gambling at the moment. The patterns aren't really there. I mean, again, that was a bit of a scammy land there. It kind of landed and then just got pulled back. Not as obvious as the other three. But yeah, he's had to do a martingale quite a few times, and that graph is just not looking good. So I think he's just been playing it too long and isn't really focusing the way he normally does on this particular one. So this must be the session that he told me that he was playing really erratically. Again, that's another tip, guys. If try not to play too long, because you get stuck into a rut, and then it's difficult to get out. I've got a feeling Sam's just gonna increase the bet again because he's just lost that martingale. So yeah, he's doing £3 per number, £4 per number now. Which again, drops his balance to £42 if this doesn't come in. That's a massive kick in the nuts. But yeah, this is pretty bad gameplay from Sam, from his usual ones. But he still shared it, and that is good that he shares that. Luckily that came in, number 11, that's given him the win. Put him up to 186. So it's a dealer change. There's only a couple of minutes left on the video, so I don't know if he logs this dealer. Yeah, let me just skip forward a little bit to his next bet. Okay, so he's put a bet on here. I'll just go back a little bit, so have a look at the graph if he shows us. Yeah, okay, so it's gone to just a depth of 0. Yeah, I don't even think he's logged much on this one. I think he just wants to end it. He's gone highlighted. He wants to see it land number 3 or onwards. I went to 23. Okay, so he just got that one right on the skin there. So that's put him to 203. That's the end of the video. Yeah, final thoughts. Absolutely horrible session there. That was very inconsistent. Sam managed to take it to £203, which for the most part that was purely gambling. I don't think the area key helped much in that at all, because the dealer was so inconsistent. And I mean, they started off consistently. There was levels of consistency, but then they changed that over and over and over. And then the wheel manipulation and the ball manipulation on that was so obvious. Make sure you click on the chapters to that section again, because it was way too obvious. 3 spins that I saw clearly. I didn't watch it, I wasn't paying that much attention to the previous ones, but that was insanely obvious. So really be careful, guys. Obviously we're trying our best to find ways to beat the casino, but if they're manipulating where the ball lands like that, then it's only fair that we use these calculators and these tools. But just be careful. If you see anything suspicious like that, I'd just leave the table, because that was really obvious in my opinion. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope it's giving you some insight. And I would say Sam is such a good player. He wins a lot. He wins all the time. That session there, I don't think he was playing very smartly. And I'm going to be honest with that. I don't think he was playing that smartly. He did win. He did almost double his balance there. But it's not the sort of Sam play that I normally see. He's a bit more cool, calm and collected. But when you're against a table like that that's just kicking the crap out of you, with ball manipulation and stuff, then yeah, anyone will lose their focus. So with that said, I hope you enjoy this, guys, and make sure you drop your comments below, and I'll chat to you tomorrow. So always, please bet smart, guys.